There's been a lot of discussion about doing more wind projects in Nebraska for exporting of that renewable energy to other parts of the country. And in fact, the Natural Resources Committee of the legislature passed a resolution this past session wanting to study building as much as 7,800 megawatts of wind generation in the state, the majority of which would be for export. And just to put that in perspective, 7,800 megawatts of wind generation, that is about equal to the combined generation capacity of all of the power generating resources in Nebraska today. The nuclear power plants, all of the coal plants, all of the hydro facilities, you name it. So that would be a significant investment. The problem is, to build that much, we can't use that much power in the state. That energy would have to be exported to the other areas of the country, and the issue that has to be addressed there is the lack of transmission. And where is that going to be built? Who's going to build it? What is the market for that renewable energy? So those are all policy questions that will have to be addressed, at least on a regional basis.
Yeah, and you know, aside from all those topics on the surface, you know, there are some underlying issues that the Natural Resources Committee is going to have to kind of wrangle with a little bit. You know, there's the whole public power model and you know, funding, and by the way, this is going to be measured in billions, not millions, you know, dollars.
Sure.
You know, who has that risk in that? And with the LR83 that Ron mentioned, the study, you know, NPA is providing some information. I know from at least Custer standpoint and our Nebraska Rural Electric Association, we're excited about this study and really want to you know, move this forward and get going on this.
Yeah, to build 7,800 megawatts of wind generation, just to put it in a dollar and cents perspective, we're estimating that would cost about $16 billion just to build that amount of wind generation, and another $4 billion just in the state of Nebraska for transmission facilities to get that to the border. And that only gets it to the border. Then there'd have to be additional transmission in the surrounding states. Wherever you were trying to send that power to would have to be built as well.
You probably have to come up with some cooperative efforts at that end too.
Yeah. So this is not an easy undertaking if the state wants to move in that direction.
But the potential is there.
The potential is there.
Right, and that's the reason for having the, you know, LR83 is, you know, to kind of flush out, okay, if we do this, then what's it going to look like? What's going to have to look like, you know?
Yeah, who's going to pay for it is a big question.
Yeah, that's always the bottom line. Who's going to dig into their bill?
Who wants to put the rest?